Yo, what's going on, YouTube people? My name's crawLurr. This is gonna be a new episode. I just want to see if I can, get some content out. And for those of you guys that don't know me, I'm an aspiring Call of Duty Warzone amateur player, and I've been putting in a lot of time to try and get better and really just improve my game. One thing that I've been doing a lot that's been helping me win a lot more wagers, place better in tournaments, and just overall be a better competitive player is analyzing some gameplay and podcasting a little bit on my stream, which I'll have linked below. Just going through some pro players and picking up their tendencies and kind of analyzing what I'm thinking whenever they're playing and seeing what ideas that they have and what the thought process behind those plans may be. So I just figured it would be a good idea to, maybe get a little bit of content out of it, post it. Let me know what you guys think. There's going to be a first episode. I think we're going to go over some of Envailed's VOD. For those of you guys that don't know Envailed, he is part of the OMiTgg squad. There's about like 45, 50 dudes on OMiTgg, and they're all just absolute demons. But Envailed has been going absolutely crazy. He's been winning what feels like a tournament every single day since Warzone 2 came out. He's an absolute GOAT. So with that being said, I'm going to switch the screen, and we're going to hop into some Envailed gameplay. Alrighty, guys, hopping into this gameplay. This is from a couple days ago. This was a co-ed tourney that Envailed was running with OMiTgg Selly. This was a co-ed tournament. He was playing against OMiTgg Sage and Sunday. They were up 1-0 in this series, and they win this map, and I believe Envailed has around like a mid-20 kill game. So we're just going to hop straight into it. Also, pardon the wet hair. Just hopped out the shower. Okay. So starting off with a Shreem drop. The plane was coming from around city to airport. Envailed already sees a full team down to his bottom at the village. And he's already commented to Selly, after we get these after we get these kills, already know where the next rotation is going to be. It looks like Selly's already working her way down there on the map. And just a good show of tempo already. Just trying to keep it moving off the rip. He didn't spend too long looting Shreem. He got a couple of decent guns. He didn't spend super long looking for a 3-plate. And he saw this person land in, and so isolates the 1v1 before this guy even has a chance to loot. And of course, all of his information, a link to his Twitch, a link to his Twitter, a link to the VOD, and a link to the OMiTgg official organization page are all going to be in the description down below. So make sure to check them out, because everyone in this org is an absolute demon. That includes Sage, that includes Selly, that includes Envailed, that includes however many of the other 50 people are in there. It's like the Wu-Tang Clan. Just so many people. And Envailed just playing with confidence already. Just, opts to take the one-on-one fight. Doesn't matter if he doesn't have a 3-plate. And Sage is the first one to go to Gulag. And see, that's kind of one thing that I'm already noticing, is that just like the change in tempo that Envailed is playing with, where he didn't spend long looking for a 3-plate up at Shreem over there. He really was like, after I get these kills, I'll be able to loot up. I'll be able to kill someone that has a 3-plate, or I'll be able to loot up and find a 3-plate, which is exactly what happened. Someone peeks the corner. He absolutely rips him, but gets traded from the guy on the roof.
He's pushing my body now. Or he's across. Actually, he's across.
No, there's fucking two.
Oh, dang. And Selly died too. Okay, so both of them go to Goo. Since they died at the same time, I'm assuming they're going to be in Gulag together.
That double peaked at the same time.
Okay, let's take a quick little sip of coffee.
I thought that car was going to pull up on me, bro. Oh my god. Should've went in.
Okay, now how does he play the Gulag? Wow. Beautiful shots. Oh my goodness. Those are not easy shots to hit, chat. Okay, and then just a standard Standard second kill. The first guy, he hit 3 shots on him just on that cross. They are not on the screen for very long to cross. Envailed just brought up the scoreboard. He has 4 and Sage has 3. And then Selly and Sunday are both tied on 2. But Sunday just got 1 more. So right now they're tied overall on the kills. And Sunday still has her gulag, I believe. And I believe they're just going straight for the stronghold building.
Oh my god, these bots.
Yeah, no, that's why I landed up here so I can grab a gun and like my only guns are up.
Okay. Nothing crazy too far. One thing, again, I've already mentioned this like twice, but one thing Sage is doing is just staying on top of like a tempo. He's just always doing something. He doesn't have much downtime. I'm noticing already, just like in between like these fights. Like, you know, he dies down in the village, which is unfortunate, but he immediately regains and just goes after the gulag, just goes straight for a loadout. Obviously just looting up. Let's see what class he opts to grab. I'm assuming it's going to be RPK and Fennec. Yep. Unfortunately, the mini box exploded.
Alright, let's go fight those fucking shits then.
Yeah.
They're fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Accidental height.
Now that he has his loadout and a 3-plate, and they both have regain money, they're both just going to be ready to fight. And notice he just goes straight back for this fight. I think he called them shitters. Like, he knows that they aren't very good. He's just going to go straight for the one-on-ones. And also, he sees the fighting here, so he knows that there's going to be 2 different teams. So he just centralizes his position as Sage gets a couple kills. Also, one thing I noticed the other day whenever I was analyzing, I was just watching some of Envailed's like streams on my stream. Like, I was just watching some of his VODs. And one thing I noticed is he is very good at initiating the fight and then playing patient. Because in this game, you get rewarded a lot more for just holding an L trigger than you would in Warzone 1. Notice he just holds an L trigger. He doesn't get tunnel visioned on the guy below him, which, oh my goodness, he actually kind of gets punished for. That's the same guy that killed Selly off the rip.
That fucking team's on me.
But Selly just plays the buy station, able to come straight back.
Since I got the fucking thing, this guy's already on my roof, man. How is he that fast?
Then when he checks scoreboard, Sage and Envailed are tied at 5. Selly has 2, Sunday has 3, so right now his competition is up by 1 kill. And I believe Sage has out his tag V, which that guy is absolutely disgusting with. I will say that, dude. Sage, I watched some of his VODs, dude, and like, for me, he just plays so cracked. It's just hard to even emulate. So what does Sage do? He just comes straight back over. Try and get some more kills down here. He knows that there are people here, so long as Selly has his regain, he's honestly comfortable just playing in a centralized position. Gets the UAV. You see, this is a weird fight because he has high ground, but he doesn't have the best guns. And he only has a 2-plate. Just opts to snake, and now that he has a crack, yeah. I was gonna say, now that he cracked this guy, he definitely has to just push him out while he has the opportunity. But while he was fighting that, I wasn't looking too much at the mini-map, but I assume that guy's teammates are gonna be pushing up here. Because he did get tagged crossing to this roof.
Yeah, this guy's fucking rats.
He's able to grab a 3-plate.
These kids, when they're like all spread
Gets
out.
himself the extra 50 health.
Alright,
Yeah, yeah.
we'll throw the stomp shot so he doesn't hear you.
Good 1v1 by Selly.
They're sweaty.
That's the guy that's been killing him, so I'm pretty sure that was a sweaty guy on this team. The Morrow guy.
Alright,
Wow.
safe on this roof. He's on top of this roof.
I was gonna say, I think Sally just goes for the res while she has the opportunity. She also has tune-up. That's another important thing to notice. Tune-up allows you to revive your teammate faster. So I'm assuming that means that Sally is running the dual wield, either the P890s or the auto pistols,
Can I play for the other kid?
because that's the perk package which carries tune-up. Now you see he's on 6 with 77, which, you know, I think he ends this game with 25. So at some point in the game, he really has to hit a nice little sequence, catch some momentum, because this is not incredible pace. Just looting up, getting some more plates.
Did you kill this other kid over here?
And then I think they're down around 5 right now. I think when that scoreboard came up, it was Sage was up 3 on Envailed. And then Sunday was up 2 on Selly. Yeah, okay.
Over here,
Down
meet
5.
by the warehouse, I think. By that loading.
Also, chat, I don't know if I said this in the intro, but they did go on to win this tournament. This was just one of the better games out of Envailed. He had a couple 20s, so this isn't by any means like his best game. This isn't by any means his worst game. This was he was dropping consistent mid 20s, so I just picked one of those to go through because I didn't want to analyze the gameplay too much and like look at everything too in depth before we started the recording. Now, see, I think this is also one of the parts of my gameplay that I struggle on the most is, you know, utilizing my tactics in the mid game. Because I feel like I can get a really hot start and I can make like 1 or 2 good rotations. But then after those good rotations, we may have a kill lead if we're playing some good players, we may not. But going on after that and just continuously finding people
I didn't mean to fall.
proves to be difficult. So I'm wondering if he's going to grab any mobility or anything here. Because,
Yeah, they're fucking deep over here.
okay, so Sally's calling out people
More than one.
deeper on the middle side.
At least.
And this highway is good positioning because this highway has,
Yeah.
aside from one stretch in between here and city, it has pretty like consistent buildings and everything along it. So there's usually people regaining, making for easier fights. So that's an interesting rotate.
I think I'm gonna get that ball.
I'm curious how many other games they would do this because I've seen Breadman make rotations like these because him and Lula will land on the train quite frequently. I've played them and they did that in several games. I think we played them in like 6 maps or 5 maps. I think they did that in 3 or 4 of them. Okay, good UAV. And just look at how he's positioning his crosshairs to line up with the pings on the compass up at the top. If you guys notice up here, the UAV pings are showing up on the map. And so you can see it over here, and then you can also see it on the compass. So he's lining up his arrow to know exactly where they're at every time. He gets sniped. Kind of a botched smoke. He does get a mortar. Gets precision though. Kind of just hoping that this guy's gonna miss his shots. Okay, sitting second floor. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that he plates up for this, chow. Oh, one sec. Quick little break. If you guys go to Envailed's stream and you guys go and you want to watch any of his VODs to try and improve, you want to do that for one of your other favorite streamers, sit through and watch the ads. That's what we got to do. You sit through, you watch the ads, give him a couple cents. I'm making sure to give him shout outs or anything. I don't want to take any of his content. This is just fun stuff. If anything, I'm hoping to promote him a little bit by anyone that might see this. So sit through, watch the ads, give him some ad revenue. Come on, chat. What are we talking about? I am going to mute it because I don't know what copyright rules are, but... Yep, Sally gets that kill. They know that there are people behind him because he's getting shot at. Sage is continuing to do Sage things. I'm curious what the score would be right now because I believe they got 3 kills, but I think Sage has been keeping up pretty well, so... Okay, down 3 and down 1. So they're down 4 right now. Sage is on 12 with 50. And really all they need is just like a team wiper 2 here, and they'll actually be on really good tempo. Be on great pacing. And that's also another thing I noticed about Envailed, and also, who else was I watching? I think I was watching Rated, but they use those smokes preemptively a lot, just because in this game I think you die so fast. Beautiful shots. In this game you die so fast, as you just saw, that like if you cross in the open right there, some random dude can just be holding an off angle and you'll just get absolutely smoked and you don't even stand a chance. So you made the right play. And so honestly, I think it's just a good idea not to be too stingy with your smokes. Because if it'll keep you alive, like there's no chance of running the 50-50. And that's something I'm seeing a lot of these pro players do in my analysis. Is that they really don't leave anything up to chance. They try and minimize the amount of chance at all possible in every situation. Okay. And then also, let's see if I can rewind real quick. In this situation, you notice he saw Sage and he saw Sunday over towards Marsh. And they just got a team wipe over there. So he knows, okay, nobody's going to be at Marsh. So he just continues to rotate across the rest of the map. Grabs a boat just for a little bit better mobility. And he has these guys on the permanent UAV ping from Shareem. And actually looks like Sage is going to beat him there, but he's able to grab the car. I think they should get there at relatively similar times. The thing is that, yeah, see, he sees a sniper glint on this team, so he wants to play for the positioning before anything, but he also doesn't want to bait too hard to where he's just going to get shot in the back. Or that these guys are going to get shot in the back by Sage, which actually kind of looks like what's happening right now. So this is a... Oh, dude. This is so frustrating if you're in a situation like this, because if you're Envailed, you want to rotate here and you want to get as many kills as possible just to take them from Sage. But out of all that, Sage got 3, Envailed got 1, and he also jumped down this hill. So now Sage is going to be able to rotate and kill the guys further right. Or where's Sage going? You know, Twitch audio isn't the best, so I think Sage might have heard other guys shooting on top of Shareem. So he's just going to chalk these guys over here on the map. No, he doesn't. He actually turned around. Oh, wow. Wow. Low key, dude. Like, if Sage got 2 of those knocks, but if he would have allowed Envailed to get thirsted there would have been a shot. Would have been a shot that could have just been map, but regardless, the ladies are tied at 7 apiece, and then Envailed is down 11 kills, 22-11. So I believe that puts the overall score at 29-18. Very nice plays out of Sage. 22 with 37 is pretty good. Like that could be paced for like around a 40. So I wonder if Sage dies here or if he just makes a very dead rotate. And Envailed is just fighting for inches at this point, just trying to get ahead of Sage on these rotations. Yep. Envailed with a freebie. And he's able to get the thirst with his gun, but you saw he was trying to precision there. It was just that the airspace was full, though. And this is also a weird situation for Sage to be in, because he knows that he has a kill lead, but he also knows that he's playing Envailed. So you can't... Okay, that guy had... Both of those guys had no idea what they were doing. Beautiful play out of Envailed. I mean, you got to get those kills. Those are just standard. I think he saw a sniper to the right as well. Okay, jailbreak coming in. Oh, wow, and Envailed is able to get a thirst and an additional knock with that. As I was saying, though, if you're Sage here, you know you have a kill lead, but you don't want to play so non-aggressive. Like, you don't want to play passive enough that they're going to be able to get a comeback very easy. Wow.
I'm gonna die so I can come back.
Okay. Good timing. He knows that the jailbreak was coming in. Yeah, and Sage is using that. Tac V.
Oh my god, he has fucking loads by him.
He goes back to help Selly, but okay. So he just allowed Sage to die, but that was a very... If Sage might have had better positioning, he could have just closed out the game there. Got a little 30 bomb to end it. No, his loot is glitched.
Yeah, one just dropped down bottom.
The thing is that they're focusing on these kills because they do need to get kills to win this game because they are at a deficit right now. So they're trying to convert a losing position. But the thing is that, like, they kind of zone camp themselves for everyone that Sage just died to. Okay. And then just able to, you know, take advantage of, you know, being a better player, honestly. Because, like, those guys... That guy tried to zone camp, but he didn't position himself correctly, so it's just a free kill for Envailed. Fairly standard so far. I think that said that Selly was up 2. I think Selly was up 2, and then Sage is down 6, yeah. So right now it's only a 4-kill game. From down 11 to only down 4. That's not bad. And now I think that they're primarily just trying to play here for the kills at airport. Because by the time that they get over to where Sage died, the lobby would have already been dead. And oh man, that's a big death out of Sage. Because there are no buy. I think Sunday got him back over at Shareem. So that leaves the only 2 buys left for Sunday to get him back. Are very central zone, and she... I was going to say, I don't know if she has plates or not, because she took a while to put that plate on, but...
Oh, right here, full team.
Okay. Nice, good team shot right there. And the first thing he looked for after he got that knock was, do I have anything that can guarantee a thirst in this situation? As they get precisioned. He has some gas grenades and some Semtexes here, so it's a lot of S's in that sentence. I think that he might try and utilize those. Oh, they're holding the cross. Oh, that's a lot of confidence to chow that. Okay, Selly gets 2. Selly gets another knock. Believe there are 3 knocks right now. I'm pretty sure he ends his game with 25, so he must kill everybody here. Relatively slow game so far, which is actually pretty surprising, but... Okay, he gets some auto pistols. Okay, then just playing off the comms of his teammate. Okay, up 6, down. Okay, down 6, up 4. So it's only a 2-kill game now. They've really done a good job equalizing this so far.
This guy's gonna be on this little platform in front of us already. Look at his teammate to the right too. Down.
Luckily that guy had no plates, but this is a full team. Fighting on this roof is so sketchy, man. Because like you have cover and you think that you're safe, but there's so many wide angles. Okay, and then they just got double smoke on the right.
Oh, I'm gonna let that guy try and get res.
Yeah.
This guy did not just focus me when Sage is right there, bro.
Able to get the self off. Can he make it inside? Yeah, that precision got him. The Selly does have a res right below. She has to hit it. I'm sure that he ends this game with like 25. Okay. Oh yeah, Sage is gonna get thirsted here, I think. Oh no, that smoke. Nice, and Sage is able to die. Oh my goodness, 1 HP from Envailed.
One guy is still by you in that corner. I didn't even know that.
I'm curious as to what his play was there. I don't know if he was just gonna try and flank or what, but oh. I mean, Big Al just got absolutely tucked. Okay, stuck with a Chimera. He does have auto pistols, however.
Right above me, right above me. About to jump off.
Okay, he heard the res. I think he got some audio on that. Oh. No way he just gets all these kills right at the very end. Bro, what are these guys doing? Yeah, if I'm Sage watching this, I'm losing flow as well. Okay, and I think that they win the game off of that. Guess one with the autos. Oh! Dude, at that range with the auto pistols, I always die. $23. Give him 24. But I think I'll watch the end of this game. I'm pretty sure he dies to gas here or something. And that guy's just camping in the tower. Kills him and dies to gas, right? Okay, there we go, chat. So they had 37 kills combined, and I believe it was around like 33 or so for Sage and Sunday, but regardless, I think that was a pretty good gameplay. In it, we got to see a lot of... That was winner semis. And so they were up 1-0, so that gave them the series. So they moved on to winners finals after that, and they ended up winning the whole tournament. But I believe they played Breadman and Lula in finals. In this gameplay, I mean, you got to see how they converted a losing situation, being down, I believe the max was 11 kills at one point, and staying composed. And the mid game was actually pretty slow, surprisingly. Because I feel like that's where Envailed gets most of his kills. But in this one, he got almost all of his kills. He got 8 kills within the last minute and a half of the game. So, I really think that, you know, you're never really out of it. Especially at the late game. Because you're able to just farm so many if you have decent positioning. Because he didn't... I noticed a lot that he didn't concern himself with a lot of the other fighting that wasn't going towards him. If he wasn't in a situation where he necessarily had to rotate to fight it. So what I'm saying is that right at the very end of the game, we can actually go back real quick. At the very end of the game, whenever he's right here in this situation, I feel like, look, see, so he's at 18 right now. He ends up getting 7 more kills. There's about a minute and a half left to this game. He saw a sniper glint over there at the tower behind him. He was looking up top, happens to get this guy. He sees a smoke go off behind him. While all that is happening, what does he do? He doesn't concern himself with that fighting. It doesn't matter to him. What he's doing, he's just letting Sunday kill herself because she knows that, like, you know, they have to get kills. So she's forced to play at a tempo that she doesn't want to. Just sits here. And until he's sure, he was looking there for 15 extra seconds, until he's sure that fighting is done on the roof. That's when he rotates over here. That's when he starts going for these kills. That's one thing I noticed a lot with him is his conscious ability to know when to engage and when to focus on his other fights. I feel like that's one of his best advantages. But anyways, I think that we're closing in around 30 minutes. So I want to call this gameplay here. Big shout out to Envailed. Again, all of his socials, to his Twitch, to his Twitter, and then also to the OMiTgG Twitter. That's all going to be linked down below. Make sure to go show them some love. This is honestly, I feel, one of the best ways to improve. Just go through someone's gameplay, and especially someone that you know is better than you, and just go through and analyze. Go through, look at the stuff that they're doing right, that you're doing wrong. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. And also just, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Peace.